Hello friends, now we will see the next topic which is in link with the non-steroidal anti-inflammatory agents, that is drugs which are used in rheumatoid arthritis. The learning outcomes for this chapter is that we can define and describe the pathophysiology of rheumatic arthritis. Then you can classify the drugs which are used in rheumatoid arthritis, predict the pharmacotherapy for the rheumatic arthritis, and explain the mechanism of action of the various drugs which are used in rheumatic arthritis. Now, first of all, we will see what is rheumatic arthritis. It is the chronic multi-system disorder. Multi-system disorder here means the systems which are involved are more than one, the affected system which are after this condition. So therefore, almost many systems are involved over here as far as their effect is concerned. So the etiology is concerned, it is predicted that it is autoimmune disease affect the smaller and larger joints of the body, terminal joints. The inflammatory synovials of the peripheral joints will be observed over there. Cartilage dysfunctioning will occur. Bone erosions will be there. The bones will be eroded. There is a degradation of the bones, and fever and pain, which is associated with swelling and tenderness. Stiffening of the joints and osteoporosis also occurs in the rheumatic arthritis. It is also observed that it is a genetic predisposition, first degree relative, due to this first degree relative. Virus is also involved in this. So this virus remain in the synovial fluid, the immunological reactions. Then there is a local production of the autocoids like cytokines. T lymphocytes primarily involved, and also the B lymphocytes plays a important role in occurrence of the rheumatic arthritis. As far as treatment is concerned, the treatment strategy involved the interventions like rest, exercise, and drug therapy. Two types of drugs will be there for the therapy. Non-steroidal anti-inflammatory agent which rapidly act as an anti-inflammatory and analgesic effect. Whatever the pain will be relieved and inflammation will be relieved over there. Then the second category of a drug which is used is disease modifying the anti-rheumatic drug. Whatever the disease caused reasons are there, they will be modified by anti-rheumatic drugs. They slows the progression of disorder. Then they act as an anti-cytokinin drugs like hydroxychloroquine, methotrexate, gold compounds like this way, or dipenicillamines, etc. Non-steroidal anti-inflammatory are used in acute activated phase of the rheumatic arthritis, for example, aspirin or valdecoxib, etc., ibuprofen or aceclofenac. These are many drugs like this way. The disease modifying anti-rheumatic drug should be started within the 3 months of the diagnosis, because once the disease will be progressed, then after that this kind of drugs will not be much effective. So they reduces the joint inflammation and reduce and prevent the joint damage afterwards. Now we will see example of drugs one by one. The very first drug is methotrexate. It is a folic acid antagonist in a low dose, inhibit the amino imidazole carboxamide transamylase. This is one enzyme, and the thymidylate synthetase. These two enzymes are responsible for folate metabolism. So they inhibit these two enzymes, and folate metabolism will be inhibited. Enzyme inhibition occurs the accumulation of extracellular adenosine inhibition production of the inflammatory mediator. So inflammatory mediator in will be not accumulated, and this is achieved by the blocking of this enzyme. So there is a no accumulation of inflammagens. There is also decreased in prostaglandin synthesis uh, uh, by the methotrexate, and this methotrexate is used in rheumatoid arthritis, psoriasis, psoriatic arthritis like this way. Then the adverse effect of methotrexate is concerned. In a low dose, they produces a mild effect like gastrointestinal upset, nausea, vomiting, stomatitis, and in higher dosage or more toxic effect includes the hepatotoxicity, immunosuppression, bone marrow suppression, etc., anemia, leukemia, thrombocytopenia. These are the effect as the dose of the drug enhances. These kind of reactions will occur. Even in few cases, it is found that it is a teratogenic and contraindicator into the liver and renal and lung disorders. Second kind of a drug is a cyclophosphamide, transamylase transfer the alkyl group to the DNA. It transfer the alkyl group to the DNA, so therefore there will be the abnormal pairing that occurs in a DNA string, and due to that there is a cross linkage, inhibit the DNA replication, and this abnormal incorporation of this alkyl group will lead to the uh, uh, inhibition in the DNA replication, and that this lead to the death of the cell. So the main target for this abnormal pairing and death of the cell is a T lymphocyte and B lymphocyte cells. It is also used in rheumatoid arthritis and Hodgkin's disease. Hodgkin's disease is nothing but the cancer of the lymphatic system. Uh, these are also used in lymphomas, breast and lung, prostate cancer, etc. Adverse effect include alopecia, hemorrhagic cystitis, bone marrow suppression, etc. Other drugs, next category of drug after this is a cyclosporine A, which inhibit the interleukin product produced by the activated T cells. Also inhibit the T cells responsible for responsiveness to the cytokine production. So ultimately cytokine productions will be depressed down. Originally appear as an immunosuppressant drug in cardiac and renal transplant, and later on it was approved by in the use of rheumatoid arthritis. Generally it is given orally, and the adverse effects are mild to moderate hypertension, hyperkalemia, tremors, hepatotoxicity, nephrotoxicity. These are the other side effects of this. D-penicillamine, it is the metabolite of penicillin used for the treatment of severe RA, rheumatoid arthritis. Reduction in the joint pain, edema and stiffness is observed after the penicillamine administration. It inhibits the angiogenesis. Synovial fibroblast proliferation is also inhibited. Interact with the lymphocyte receptor, interferes with the DNA synthesis, collagen and mucopolysaccharides. So this mucopolysaccharide inhibition of the synthesis is the main effect which is responsible for the repair of the rheumatoid arthritis. It also chelate the copper and promote the excretion, also used in a mercury and lead intoxication. Many times as a chelating agent it is also used as. Readily absorbed when given orally. Adverse effect include GI rash, loss of taste sensation, bone marrow suppression, delayed wound healing, vascular endothelial damage. These are the limitations of the penicillin mines. Next is the hydroxychloroquine, a drug which has gained in this COVID era also. It modifies the rheumatoid arthritis and other autoimmune condition. They suppresses the responsiveness of the T lymphocyte to the mitogens, interfere with the functions of lysosomes and other cells, that is component of the T and B cells. They inhibit the ability of cell to release the inflammatory cytokinins. So whatever the inflammatory cytokinins which are released in the rheumatoid arthritis, they will be inhibited by the hydroxychloroquine. They improve the symptoms and can arrest the progression and halt the bone damage. So they progress of the disorder and will be halted over there, and bone damage will be prevented. But obvious the gastrointestinal side effect they are getting as the nausea, vomiting and anorexia, and dose dependent retinopathy or irreversible blindness also it can cause. Next are the gold compounds. These are gold compounds took several months to produce their effect, measurable effect. It is a slow anti-inflammatory agent. Gradually reduction of the sign and symptoms occurs in the inflammatory conditions of the rheumatoid arthritis. It inhibit the migration of phagocyte activity to the macrophages. Phagocytic activity of macrophages will be inhibited. Inhibition of maturation and function of monocytes and T lymphocytes. This in maturations and functioning of the monocytes and T lymphocytes will be inhibited by the gold compound. Decreased concentration of RA factor, which is responsible for rheumatoid arthritis, and immunoglobulins. So the concentration of RA factor, that is ultimately which is leading to the RA disorder, and the immunoglobulin which are responsible for RA will be decreased over there. So adverse effect again in weeping, dermatitis, damage to the mucous membrane, etc. Simple erythema, stomatitis, glossitis, like example, these are the side effect of the gold compounds. Then glucocorticoids, these are the steroidal compounds which have a specific different kind of a mechanism in the treatment of rheumatoid arthritis. It improves the mobility of the patient, promote the relief from the RA pain, that is pain inhibitor. Pain will be relieved properly. Swelling and tenderness also will be relieved. So these are the proper we can say a treatment for the rheumatoid arthritis patient, but being a steroidal nature, they have their own limitations. Also modify the extra articular manifestations of rheumatoid arthritis, pericarditis and ocular damage. They halt the progression of bone erosion of the affected joint. Whatever the progression of the bone erosion is there, that will be halted by the glucocorticoids. Can also given for the long duration of, cannot be given for the long duration due to the side effect. Glucocorticoids, we know that they are steroidal nature, therefore they cannot be given. This is what the principal limitations of this glucocorticoid. Also effective in autoimmune disease like vasculitis, uh, systemic lupus erythematosus, psoriasis or psoriatic arthritis. These are the various conditions which are related to autoimmune disorders, and that glucocorticoids are very effective over there. Long term will lead to the immunosuppression. Immunosuppression is the typical adverse effect of the glucocorticoid, we can say. Several bacterial and fungal infection will be occur due to the glucocorticoidal therapy, and this is due to the immunosuppression effect. Other manifestation also include the retention of water, electrolyte and osteosporosis. This is what all about the rheumatoid arthritis. If you have any kind of a difficulty or doubts, you may contact me on the given details over here. Thank you very much.